Hi everyone. Today I'm here with some members of Ola Senior High School's cybersecurity team. And we'll be having a brief discussion concerning cybersecurity, its importance, and how it affects the society as a whole. Join me and let's learn more about this topic. I'm Anissa Adokwe, your host for today. Hi ladies, welcome to CBN.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourselves.
My name is Zoya Usudako.
Okay, and I'm Helena Setona Macaulay.
Okay, you guys have such nice names.
Thank you.
I would like to ask you some questions concerning cybersecurity. Are you ready?
Yes.
So 2 years ago, you guys emerged first in the cybersecurity competition, and this year you emerged second. How do you feel about it?
It was kind of disappointing, but then, yes, because we were going in to win. Actually, we were prepared to win, but then things didn't go really well. And so maybe, I guess, we just have to prepare some other time.
Okay. So how did you feel competing with other schools since they were equally good?
Well, it wasn't really an easy competition because we had St. Peter's and then we had St. Monica's to contest against, and it was really bad because really St. Monica's wasn't a problem, but St. Peter's was a threat to us. And later on, we just had to give out. We just had to give in to them. So
Okay. How were your preparations towards the competition? Sleepless nights, extra learning, all this stuff.
so yes, we had to do this somewhere last semester alongside our end of semester examinations, and it wasn't really easy. So we had to stay back, even though you guys went on vacation for
Oh,
some
yeah.
time. Yes, had to stay back and then do some extra preparations because it was bad, and then it kind of like affected the exams because I wasn't really expecting my grades, but then I guess that's it.
Congratulations, though, you guys did well.
Thank you.
So cybersecurity, what is cybersecurity?
Cybersecurity refers to the practices which involve the protection of systems, networks, and networks against digital attacks. Yes.
Okay. So you protect networks against the digital attacks.
Yes. Okay.
So that's basically it.
Yes.
How do you think it benefits us?
Well, it protects us from getting our personal and our sensitive data from being exposed. Yes.
Okay.
Disclosure of which is the disclosure of important information.
Okay, that's interesting. So there's this term cyber attack. What would you say cyber attack is?
Well, cyber attack is any attack that involves the use of internet, yes, to an individual.
So it's basically like attacking someone in person, but like on the internet.
Yes.
Okay. What would you say are the aims of cyber attack?
Well, to access, control, and change important information, to also extort money from a user.
Okay. Okay. And disinformation, and fake news are some terms in cybersecurity, and I would like to know more about them. So can you please explain briefly?
Okay. For this one, my colleague can explain better,
Thank
so
you.
I'll give it to her to explain.
So when we talk about misinformation, it is when you spread a false news, a news that
Okay.
is not true, but then you are not doing it intentionally.
Okay, so like
Okay,
false
so that's
rumors.
misinformation. Yes, yeah, you've heard something and then you've not confirmed the source, but then you just go ahead and then publish it. That's misinformation.
Okay.
And then disinformation is when people actually spread false news intentionally. It's done intentionally to either cause havoc or mislead people so that at the end of the day they know they have a certain perception behind why they want to spread it, and then at the end of the day they have their goal being carried out. Okay.
That's rather false news.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So and then a fake news is just a type of disinformation. So it's usually considered as propaganda is one example of the fake news. It falls in that line. And so yes, basically. And so what comes in politics and then all the others usually. And then sometimes also the misinformation and disinformation and fake news has some negative impacts, way negative. They have some health consequences. So you can imagine that you're not feeling well, and then somebody tells you that, oh, I know of this person, or I know of this drug that can really help you. Meanwhile, the person hasn't really confirmed the source of the drug before even prescribing it to you. That could really cause damage to your health.
That's
So basically, yes.
That's very bad.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little about mobile device safety?
All right. So, day to day, we use mobile devices like our laptops, our mobile phones, or even our smartwatches. Mobile devices are those devices that are portable and then we can carry them around. So yes. So it's the way we protect them and then keep them from people gaining access to our personal information and then also stealing from us. That's what we refer to as mobile device safety.
Okay.
Yeah.
How are children involved in cybersecurity?
Okay, so to answer this question, we know that the Cybersecurity Authority is the authority that has been given the power to protect and then promote cybersecurity activities in Ghana. And we have a Cybersecurity Act, the Act 1038, Cybersecurity Act 2020. And then in that act, there's a mandate of the Cybersecurity Authority to protect children online. So anytime a child is online and then the child is not treated well or the child is going through some kind of cyber attack, the cybersecurity is mandated to protect that child. If there's any legal activities to be carried out, then they carry it out. And then I think we can find that in the section 62 to 68 of the Cybersecurity Act 2020.
Okay. So the government protects children from cyber attack
Yes,
and all those
exactly. Yes,
things. Okay.
yes.
Is there anything you would like to add? Any advice to the viewers on cyber security, how to prevent cyber attack and all those things?
Okay, security is very necessary and very important in this day of ours because without any form of protection for yourself and then for your devices, at the end of the day, you're going to run losses. Because yes, it's protecting you from running losses and then from getting attacked, from emotional blackmail and all sorts of things. So I'll just advise that we all stay tuned and then educate ourselves more on cybersecurity since it is going to really go a long way to help us. Yes.
How's the education on cybersecurity going on for you in the school?
I would say for the school, it's quite well. We have almost everything that we need. We have materials to learn about cybersecurity and then how we can also educate others to protect themselves from cyber attacks. So education is really going on well in the school for us.
So the school is very supportive.
Very, very, very supportive. Yes.
Okay. The Gen Zs, right?
Yeah.
And individually, constantly, we are glued to our phones. So is there any advice you'd give us?
Okay, I like to speak from my perspective as a teenager. As teenage girls, usually we are tempted to fall victim to sextortion. And sextortion is a type of cyber attack. So that is where people have your nude pictures and then they ask you for ransoms or they ask you for favors in order not to publish it online. And so I'll just say that we are a bit more careful with how we send our pictures to people that we don't send the picture at all. Don't take a naked picture of yourself and send it to any person, all in the name of you love the person or any form of commitment. Okay, because usually when they do that, it will cause some kind of mental or emotional damage to you, and then at the end of the day, you are unable to focus on what you really want to do. Yeah, you lose track alongside. So I don't think it's really best for us to send our pictures, and then also let's be careful about the video calls we make You shouldn't go too nude on it. Okay, just cover up yourself up a bit. If the person is not your husband, the person is not really supposed to be trusted, don't naked yourself in front of the person.
Yeah, because
So, yeah.
all that leads to depression and stigmatization.
That kind of leads to like some kind of depression. Because imagine somebody has your nude pictures and the person is telling you, "Oh, Anissa, if you don't give me this money, or I want sex from you. So if you don't give me that, I'll just make sure that I publish your
Hey,
pictures
what would
online."
I do?
For real, like that is really bad.
Yeah.
So I just think that we should not even allow people to have our pictures in the first place for them to threaten us. Okay, yes. So do you have anything to add?
And in addition to the advice, I would also like to say that the statements that people say that the internet never forgets
Yes,
is
it's
actually
very
true.
true.
It's actually true because whatever you post on the social media handles, it can bounce back to you in the future and you can be negatively affected by it. Yeah, so that's something I also want to add to
Maybe
it.
what you want to do in future, and then maybe you posted news or something, and then
Yeah.
they see it and you won't get the job.
Yes.
So you've heard us all, and if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comment section and subscribe to our YouTube channel olaschool.live. Yeah, follow us on all our social media handles: Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.